It's a nice day here outside of Maritzburg. Hello, and welcome to another edition of Wholesale African Happy Days. This is Top Rock, and we are Africa's oldest, most reputable wholesaler of minerals, fossils, happy times, and things that go shiny once they're out of the ground. If it's your first time, happy days, welcome. Please take the time to read Cara's little long story down in the description beneath. It includes important T's and C's such as you can only ship once you've compiled 10 kilograms at least, because we're based in Africa and because, shipping isn't cheap. We try to negate that somewhat by more kgs, the cheaper the rate becomes, up until maybe 32 kgs. And then after that, there's also special rates for heavy duty shipping. We do have options. Renata is the accountant and the manager of shipping. She's got her hands full now with all of America panics, not panic, but timing it just right to get their goodies out before that de minimis falls away. Right, apart from that, I don't have much news at the moment. We're waiting for a couple of shipments. Another Namibia. Yes, I've spoken about aquamarine before. It's there. It just needs to come here. But it's not the fancy kind. It's we had it about 8 months ago. Large pieces of aqua coupled with black tourmaline. They were very attractive. They were very nice. We're going to get some more of that soon. I'm going to walk through the... I'm just going to see what the warehouse is up to because they're frantic at the moment. Hey, Wade. How's things going here, mate? Busy. Tsipang is very busy. Who are we packing here? These are all empty. Who's shipping here? There are not major movements over there. So yeah, it's actually looking quite good as far as the shelves are concerned. To have empty shelves, as you all would know, is a very valued thing in this industry because we never have enough space. There's never everyone has the same problem. Right, so today's sale got lots of polished things, not a lot of natural. There's a couple of bull malachites from Mendingi mine that have crept out of the woodwork. It's always nice. And then, the recent shipment of the tiger eye, the Swazi bloodstone, as well as some Namibian picture stones, all polished. They came in, so that's something to look forward to. Let's get on with the first trolley. We've got some beautiful Sashi River red agates, 6 of these little beasties, weighing 1.5 kgs. They're rated as very good to A grade. I'm kind of liking the larger ones as opposed to flats of 20. I think maybe we got spoilt with those. In about a month's time, everyone's going to want flats of 20 and plus. But these are absolutely stunning. This is probably the pick of the bunch. 6 of these, 1.5 kilos, will cost $39. That is flat 653. Then we got from Sanjay, this is Malawi blue lace agate, not even registered on MindDut. That's how new this deposit is. 1.34 kilograms, rated very good to A grade, polished by Gary, who's currently in Zimbabwe. So Collins goes. Collins is our man. He's been working for Nick, with Nick for maybe more than 2 decades. He's the Malawian. He'll take the Malawi goodies, whatever is destined to be polished. Is a standing freeform. To Gary, who's in Zimbabwe, and then once Gary's finished, he'll sort it out and bus it down to South Africa. These are 4 beautiful little polished blue laces. I think this is just the one standing. Yeah, just the one standing in 3 free forms. $53 for flat 659. Book and I took. We got some spirit quartz, 4 beautiful clusters. Look at that. That is beautiful. The only way that would be better if it stood. But this one stands. That's a beauty as well. 1.35 kilos, rated very good to A grade. Nice thin matrix. These 4 book and note tooks will cost you $61. Flat 664. Squeezy. Next up, we got some absolutely stunning tiger eye spheres. There's 2 in this flat. Nice little lines of hematite. Look at that twinsy. Two spheres, they weigh 1.96 kilos, rated very good to A grade. I have seen some of these have had some bad cracks. Don't think this is one of them. Just looking at that, if it goes all the way. No, it's just a natural line. Very pretty, very beautiful. These 2 tiger eye spheres are going to cost $78. That is flat 680. Onto some bastite. This is all dragon bloodstone. This is a serpent, well, epidote. That's a green epidote with a piemontite in red, making it look pretty damn flash. 4 standing freeforms, rated very good to A grade. They weigh 1.59 kgs. Very, very nice, with a bit of quartz in there as well. These are from Messina, a place famous for papagoite and the Hawaii. Same place, same magic. These 4 little bastites will cost you $52. That is flat 646. Then we've got a little flat of Brandberg, I think. Do you believe it looks like Brandberg? And it is, well, it's all over Namibia. So, Rongo Brandberg, a whole host of Namibian locations. It's a couple of interesting ones here. That's particularly whatever. Pretty little smoky amethyst. Ooh, it's a beautiful bit of a. Is that chlorite or is that actual? Oh. No, that's quartz. Bit of chlorite with a bit of amethyst in the bottom there. Tourmalated quartz. There are 24 little specimens in here rated as, and consequently they're going to be only $28. That's for 845 grams of Namibian quartz. Flat 686. On to some polished Zambian amethyst. That's beautiful chevrons. Hmm. 1.09 kilograms. These are rated as very good grade. Nice polish of these. That's a bit of a skew. Does it stand properly? Yeah, there it does. I forget. Tips are intact. That's all lekker. Nice little flat of chevron amethyst. It's going to cost $38 for the 3. That is flat 656. On to some purpurite. We've got 12 rub-cobbed pieces, 1.66 kilograms, rated very good to A grade. They're going to cost $25. And yeah, that's flat 639. Onto some gorgeous picture stone from Namibia. Two standing freeforms. Here's a nice little, well, I wanted to say sail, but there's a nice shark fin. Gorgeous dendritic patterns. Very hard type of jasper. 1.42 kilograms, rated very good. These two are going to be $41. That is flat 638. Onto some Malagasy carnelian palm stones, or some of these are galaish. 1.57 kilograms for 16 of them. That's pretty ordinary. Rated good, very good to A grade. This is obviously the good grade. Some nice dark ones. Here's a hollow one with a nice vug full of quartz. Let's see if I put on that light, if I can get in there. No. Yeah, pretty ordinary flat, a carnelian, 37 only. There's flat 631. Onto some rose quartz, 1.3 kilos. There are 6 of them. They're rated very good. I'm going to take them into the sun to see if they shine. Yes, they do. I can already see. Just a nice veil, but no asterism on this. Or am I doing it wrong? No asterism there. This is a beautiful gemmy one, and the asterism jumps out and hits me on the nose. Nice. There we go, same. Come on, I can see the line. Where the crossroads? There we go, there it is. Very nice little asterism.
Sending the link to our architectural collection, sending the link to the decor.
Nothing there. There we go, there's another nice asterism. So that's 4 out of 5, no, is it 3? 3 out of 6, 1.3 kilos worth of very good rose quartz spheres. They're going to cost $37. That's very cheap for rose quartz, flat 661. Then on to some Swazi bloodstone, almost a kilogram. These are rated both as A grade. Sure, lots of pyrite in there. All pyrite. Lovely red jasper. Nice bit of white quartz for relief. More pyrite. 2 beautiful Swazi bloodstone standing freeforms. $38 for the 2. That is flat 690. Then we've got 35 little Buchenhotuk quartz. Well, there's a cluster and mostly crystals. 1.2 kilos. There's a beautiful bit of limonite right there in the window. Rated very good to A grade. This is my favorite. She's pretty. $56 for the 35. That is flat 694. Then on to some polished malachite freeforms. 1.24 kgs, rated good, very good to A grade. Some lovely banded patterns. That's flat $36 for $36 for 1.24 kgs of malachite. That is that is very cheap. That is flat 693. Nice flat. Then not too far away from the standing freeforms, we've got some double terminated Swazi bloodstone crystals. 1.41 kilograms. Rated very good to A grade. These are absolutely gorgeous. Personal preference, but I like tips with red. Beautiful double terminated. These four are going to cost $56. That is flat 667. Then we've got some banded agate hearts from Madagascar, 1.58 kgs. They're rated good, very good. That is gorgeous, that there. This is obviously the good one. And still has quite a lot of beautiful banded blue patterns. Quartz in there as well. Beautiful. Yeah, pretty ordinary one. Very nice though. 6 little hearts are going to cost $32. That is flat 668. On to some Amazonite. There are 12 little palm stones here. These are rated very good, 760 grams. You can see that nice bit of feldspar chatoyancy there. Likewise there. This one's gorgeous. This one less so. Amazonite, 12 little palm stones, $22. That is for 12. That is flat 703. Then sky blue calcite, rough cob pieces, all 24 of them with antimony, little shiny sparkly silver antimony. These rhombohedral fellas hail from Spitskoppen, just south of the Brandberg. That's pretty. What are these? Rated good, very good to A grade, 2.2 kilograms. They're going to cost $31. That's a bargain for flat 657. Then on blue lace from Namibia, 4 slices, polished only on the one side, bit of a matte polish on the other. 1.26 kilos, rated as very good. Look at those gorgeous patterns around the lace. These 4 little slices, they're going to cost all of $30. That is for flat 696. Then on to some Lakasi malachite covered in druzy. If you like shiny, then happy days. Some red dolomite shining through the druzy as well. So looking for chrysocolla. I always like seeing chrysocolla looking through. There's a A lot of the same, but that dolomite just dominating the juicy. Little bits of malachite there as well. Ooh, hello, silky. 1.37 kilos, rated as A grade. This flat's going to cost $51. That is flat 645. Then we've got some malachite slices. They are pretty little slices. They are polished on both sides. 640 grams for the 6 slices. Gorgeous malachite patterns. Rated all as A grade. Sure, this one is a super thin little slice. Cloth, yeah, that's just cloth. Beautiful little malachite slices. These are going to cost $42. That is for flat 634. Onto the center of the trolley. So I added this fella here out of interest, really, because it wasn't cleaned properly from the acid. That's why the feldspar has gone all yellow on us. However, what is interesting is that even though it's been in the acid, the siderite, there is loads and loads of little flaky siderite crystals all around. Look at those. Those are beautiful. And the fact that they stood up to the acid is quite remarkable. I wouldn't have expected that. Quite an interesting specimen. There's a little bit of black tourmaline inclusion there in the smoky quartz. More siderite. Obviously the black tourmaline sure. So this little fella here is 2.05 kilograms, rated as very good. It's going to cost $70. That is flat 688. Then a beautiful blue lace agate standing freeform, also from Sanjay, Malawi. It's got a large vug and a lot of beautiful quartz on the inside lining that blue lace. It weighs 1.66 kilograms. It's rated as very good. It's absolutely gorgeous. $66 for flat 692. Then on we've got Lakasi. There was Lakasi. Where was the Mindingi mine? We haven't gotten to the no Mindingi mine yet. This is more Lakasi, where the druzy covers, and there are quite a few little ball malachites here, covered in shiny druzy. This is a spectacular specimen. It weighs 2.5 kilos, slightly more. Rated as A grade. This what's going on around the sides here? Not much. It's rated as A grade. This 2.5 kilos is going to cost $152. That's flat 662. Then a singular tiger eye sphere. Lots of, check those little hematite lines. It weighs 1.49 kilos. That's 99 millimeters in diameter. It's going to cost $61 for flat 702. So yeah, you hear me talking about this is purpurite, and it looks absolutely terrible. I did mention before that it was oxalic acid that we use, but it's not. It's hydrochloric, the strong stuff. And this is what it looks like afterwards. So there we go, some purpurite that looks absolutely rock bottom. And then after, how long did you put this in the hydrochloric?
5 minutes.
5 minutes in the hydrochloric, and kaboom, the purple just shines. Very nice. Onto the second trolley, and we greeted by some mumbwa. That is amethyst, jacaranda amethyst from Mumbwa in Zambia. Generally don't come unscathed, but these look pretty tidy. 2.23 kilograms. I rated as very good only. Nice large windows. These are going to cost $39. That is flat 647. Onto some very gemmy nice pink rose quartz standing freeforms. Loads of vowels. Nice bit of limonite there as well. These two are rated as very good only. 1.47 kilos. They're going to cost $34. That is flat 636. Onto a flat of really nice blue lace agate, 3.44 kilograms, rated very good to A grade. Let's just turn our attention to this blue lace with amethyst. That's very clearly nice purpley hues there, right above the blue lace, or beneath the blue lace, or in the blue lace. Calcite there as well. See those dog tooth formations. And I suspect this one is pretty much the runt of the litter. There we go. This blue lace, almost 3.5 kilos, is going to cost $50. That is for flat 672. Just a throwback there to that little partner special. Not many of those. Then we've got some chrysocolla covered in druzy. There are two specimens here weighing 1.26 kilograms. Nice bit of heterogenite there. That's covered by the druzy as well. This one's quite a large block. Nice malachite around the side. Oh, a lot of druzy covering heterogenite, and then also the chrysocolla. Oh, a lot of malachite on the side there. Rated is very good. These two are going to cost $39. That is for 1.26 kilograms worth of chrysocolla and druzy and malachite, flat 637. Then we have we have 70 little Sharetsi crystals, traditional skeletal nature with these beautiful scepters. These are rated as very good to A grade, which is quite something if you think that there's 70 of them involved here. They're going to cost $39. That is flat 654. Sharetsi. Then we got some labradorite palm stones, right? Okay, I mentioned this on Saturday, and I'm going to say it again. Not Sakoni, Talia. The main labradorite producing entity in Madagascar has been bought up by a government official. So you are probably likely to see labradorite becoming a bit more of a rarity, more than it already is. And it's going to become more expensive. That is pretty much what happens when single entities invest and buy into mines. So yeah, nota beta, top rock tip of the day, get the labradorite while you can. $41 for the 20, that is flat 644. These are rated very good to A, by the way. Then from Namibia, we've got some polished watermelon fluorite. They weigh, oh, that is just beautiful. Look at that clarity there. Rated as good, very good to A grade. These 6 little polished fluorides are going to cost $23. That is dirt cheap for flat, $6.99. Banded ironstone from the Northern Cape, 1.52 kilos for 3 standing freeforms with lots and lots and lots of hematite lines in there. These are rated very good to A grade. Weighing 1.52 kilograms. These 3 are going to set you back $52. That is flat $707. And not by accident, I did purposefully put the Tiger Eye standing freeforms right next to the banded ironstone. Because look at that. Because they are kind of relatives and they come from kind of the same spot, which is the Northern Cape. Look at the hematite on that beastie. That could be better. What is these? These are rated very good to A grade. Oh, that is beautiful. These are going to cost $57. That is for flat $655. We had some double terminated Swazi bloodstone on the first trolley. We've got some on the second trolley as well. These are slightly smaller. They weigh 1.32 kilograms. Not much in the way of the jasper there, but here we go. That is beautiful. Rated good, very good to A grade. Oh, geez, how's that pyrite, man? That is a lot of nice pyrite. No, I reckon the first flat was lacquer. This flat here is going to cost $52. That is for flat $700. I actually just want to check that quickly. Where were those little? It was $56 for 1.41 kilos. Also very good to A grade. 56. Yeah, no, these are not nicer. Next up, we've got some slightly larger tumblestony malachites, or 70 of them here. There's a large one. These are rated good, very good. No A's in this classroom, but there's 70 of them. They're going to cost $37. That's bargain for flat $640. Onto some galena from Namibia, Irongo galena. The proverbial mirror balls of Africa. They light up in Irongo because everything in Irongo lights up. They are quite heavy, being lead, or basically lead. 2 kilograms for 6 of these little rough cobbed specks. That's $28 for the 6. That's flat $632. Then we've got some cornelian spheres, 6 of them, rated very good to A grade. Ooh, there's a nice little druzy smile for you. And then a tiny little one. They weigh exactly 1 kilogram. That's for the 6 cornelian spheres. They're going to cost $34. That is flat $670. Onto some rough Cobden Goonie Jasper. This is from the Northern Cape as well. As well as the Tiger Eye and the Banded Tiger Iron. Rated very good to, very good to A grade. More than 5 kilograms worth of lapping heaven. They're only going to cost $35. That is flat 698. Book and I took, but a little different than the usual lilac spirit quartz. We've got 2 palish clusters with not much real chip. There's a little chip there, unfortunately. The juicy in the crevices as well, but a limonite. Rated as good, very good at the best. There's a nice little shelf. Wonder if it stands. Nah, it kind of lies down. These 2 are going to cost $35. That is for flat 630. On to some more Namibian magic, and it's honeycomb aragonite, 1.89 kilograms. These are rated as good, very good to A grade. That's lovely. Yeah. Yeah, she's here. Oh, I haven't seen them, no. Rated good, very good to A grade. This aragonite from Namibia is going to set you back all of $22. That is flat 635. And more book and I took. It's a weird variety. These are so ugly, they've almost turned the corner and become beautiful. This is an interesting one. What's going on here? Just juicy. Juicy and a bit of chlorite. Very, very light. This is a nice looking piece. Not very book and hotish, but it's very pretty. A little juicy shelf of book and hope promises. There is actually more chlorite. There is a interesting flat. His attempted cleaning happened, but obviously it was very dirty to start with. What is this rated as? Good, very good to whatever. And $56 for the 70 crystals. That's flat 669. Then, well, that's an interesting piece of stichtite. It is a polished freeform. That's a polished lying down freeform. That serpentine is definitively not green, which makes it a bit of an interesting one. Rated as very good. This 1.87 kilos is going to cost $56. That is flat 633. All right, Mindingi Mine malachite, ball malachite, proper nice ball malachite, on top of juicy from the Congo. No scuff marks on those balls, which is always a good thing. This is rated as very good to A grade, 950 grams. It's going to cost all of $58. That's a very attractive specimen, flat 96. Then melange. This is a Zomba. Partly polished. The windows have been polished, which is not something that you often see from Malawi, the Zomba Plateau. Actually, this is melange. It's not Zomba. My apologies. It weighs 2.2 kilograms, rated very good to A grade. It's going to cost, what is this beastie? It's going to cost $51. That's a pretty good deal for a large smoky. Flat 167. Last on the second trolley, we've got a large celestite geode. It's a 9.93 kilograms worth of very good to A grade celestite. Some nice big crystals right here at the entrance. Bit of a scuff there. But other than that, as you go deeper into this vug, you can see there's almost an entire shelf of celestite. Just a little standalone protrusion, which is really, really attractive. Very pretty geode. This beast is going to cost $216. That is flat 641. There we go, on to the last trolley. Hello, polished malachites. There are 12 little specimens here. They're rated as very good to A grade, 1.26 kilograms. Is it a crack? No, it's not. That's gorgeous. Whole lot of lovely. Oh, this one's the best. Look at all those little beautiful patterns. 1.26 kilograms worth of very good to A grade malachite. That is $43 for flat 678. On to 24 blue lace agates specimens, 3.48 kgs, rated very good to A grade. And off the cuff, it looks absolutely glorious. Just looking for, there's that nice calcite that frequents the blue lace. It's like a little flower bed of dogtooth calcite. There's more botryoidal formations. Very nice flatter blue lace. It's only going to cost $51. That's $51 for 3.48 kilos of blue lace. That's a great flat. 683. Then we've got from Laputo mine in the Congo, 35 little chrysocolla specimens. They are all over the show. Let's anything interesting? Yeah, there's juicy on there. Chrysocolla, yes. Come on. Come here, the little fella. This one's interesting. A little chrysocolla around the side, then you got that malachite and the juicy on the top. Very nice. The Putu mine also has produced quite a bit of hemimorphite, so I won't be surprised if there is some hemi in amidst this little flat, but I won't put my neck on the block for it. 760 grams, very good to A grade. 35 little juicy coated chrysocollas are going to cost $41. That is flat 209. Then we have some more Namibian picture stones standing free forms, 2 of them. Rated as very good only, 1.41 kilos. That's nice. These 2 are going to cost $40. That is flat 687. And then we've got 70 little shutterkite tumbles. And I don't think they actually are tumbles. These look like they've been hand polished. That is a beautiful hue of blue. Chrysocolla all over the show. Here's one with a bit of malachite as well. Where's the shutterkite? There's the shutterkite. These are rated good, very good to A grade. This is obviously a goodie. Oh no, that's not too bad. That's a nice bit of shutterkite right there. Lekker. 1.43 kilos, Congolese shutterkite polished. It's going to be $57 for the 70. That is flat $6.95. We're going to accept this time dark purple. Nice. Rated as only very good. There's a chip over there. That's a petit there as well. These are awesome. They weigh 1.65 kilos. Oh, look at that red veil in there. Lovely clarity as well. These are going to cost $51. That is flat $704. Very nice. Then we've got black tourmaline and vermiculite or mica. There are 35 little clusters. They are rated as good to A grade, so good, very good A. They weigh 1.41 kilos. They're going to cost $61. Just looking for some aquamarine. Sometimes we get lucky. That's a lovely specimen there. Those vermiculite formations are pretty attractive. Never mind the black tourmaline. $61. That is for flat 30. Then we got some a lot of kyanite, blue kyanite from Karoi, Zimbabwe. This will be rated good, very good to A grade. Grab a handful. Ooh, those are nice. Check out the. It's nice when kyanite is translucent. There's a large fella. There's a that's a bit of biotite, black biotite flakes there on the kyanite. Sure, that's lovely. That's very nice. More biotite. Oh, it's the first time I've seen so much biotite on the kyanite. Nice. Oh, what's going on here? Quartz and biotite. Very nice. There's what is this? This is going to, it weighs almost 2 kilograms. It's going to cost $45 for that's full flat 40. Nice. Onto some. It's not really Swazi jade, but they call it Swazi jade. Oh, the Chinese love this stuff. From Swaziland, or well, stones throw away from Barberton. 24 cobbed pieces of greenish quartzite. You like lapping? You have Asian clients? Happy days. You do want this flat. 2.41 kilos, rated very good to A grade. It's going to cost $32 only. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Flat 900. Then we got some superlative dioptase. 580 grams worth of A grade dioptase. Let's have a looky see. The big gems. That's a beauty. A bit of chrysocolla around the sides there. That makes for an extremely attractive specimen. Ooh, that is so nice. Oh, those crystals are super duper. Where is this? And they are almost, that is translucent. mean, that's awesome. Bit of bladed malachite there as well. That's cola. Very, very awesome flat. I'm just going to go back to this one. These two, actually. Okay, yeah, that one's attractive with a chrysocolla, but the quality of the crystals on these is awesome. Especially this one. Fantastic. It's going to cost $221. That is flat 956. Yummy. On to some orange calcite from Malagasy orange calcite galets, all 24 of them. Mostly all pretty wonderful, except for maybe this is the little cretin. There's a bit of a lighter one there, but this is a very nice flat orange calcite. It's rated good, very good to A grade, 2.14 kilos. It's going to cost $55 for the 24. Very nice. Flat 707. 709. Sorry, that's a 9. So that's 709. Onto some septari. Also staying in Malagasy. Septari palm stones or galets, 12 of them. Rated good, very good to A grade. They're going to cost $34. That's for flat 685. We've got some more Swazi bloodstones, standing freeforms, 3 of them. Lots of pyrite, which we're just getting so used to, right? If it's Swazi bloodstone, it must have pyrite. Doesn't always work out that way, but this recent batch has been absolutely exemplary. 1.445 kilograms, rated very good to A grade. This is going to be $58 for flat 643. And we've got a flat of mixes. We've got the purpurite, yes, purpurite and some quartz. That's nice. And then this fella here, which is a quartz over feldspar, I'm guessing, with a tourmaline on the side. Interesting, to say the least. Large chunk of rock with a large amount of highlight opal. That is excellent. Highlight opal. Entire layer there. Here we got, what is going on here? Siderite, yes. So a bit of smoky quartz. Siderite. My God, it's an ugly specimen. But this is not. This is beautiful. This is foytite right in the quartz. That is a stunning little specimen. Very nice. And then from Brandberg, a little cluster here, an odd one, within an hydro. Quite a large little bubble. A nice rainbow veil in there as well. There we go. Nice little flat of mixes here, all exceptional and interesting. Even this one's interesting. With a siderite, 1.34 kilograms, rated good, very good to A grade. This flat's going to cost $34. Nice flat. Flat 679. Then another flat of 20 Malagasy labradorite palm stones. And off the cuff, this is a beautiful flat. It's also rated very good to A grade, but as opposed to the other one, this one is absolutely mint. And do excuse me, I do pick on the ugly ones first. I think most of them show that they are excellent anyway. Very nice flat. These little Labradorites are going to cost $39. That is flat 689. Onto some polished Shutterkite, larger than the ones before. There are 6 fellas here. That's a lot of Chrysocolla with Malachite. I didn't see much in the way of Shutterkite. Very pretty though. But whatever. So this is much better. Very nice. These are 6 weigh 1.11 kilograms. They're gonna, let's see, very good to A grade. They're going to cost $44. That is flat 663. Then staying on tack with our Congolese goodies, we've got a conglomerate Chrysocolla sphere. Little Shutterkite, Chrysocolla, Malachite. It's colourful, it's fun, and it's rather heavy. $7.65 kilograms for the sphere. It does come with a little rosewood stand. It's going to cost $39. That is for flat 673. Rated A grade, by the way. Right, here's something a little different. Thank you, Richard. He provided me with some Congolese blue aragonite. It's only 275 grams, so they are tiny and fibrous. 8 specimens, very thin. That's very nice. Delicate little things. Nice little vug there with a long aragonite crystal. I actually have no idea where in the Congo these are from. I've been trying to find out, but everyone's being very cagey. Like they don't want me to know. I'll find out. Some of these are really nice and acicular. Little fibers, crystals. Beautiful hue of blue. Blue aragonite from the Congo, something that you don't see this every day. It's going to cost $74 for the 8. That is flat 40. Onto the center of the trolley, we got some silicate Chrysocolla. That is Chrysocolla, exposed to some severe temperatures, and probably a maths tutor. Quite a hefty little fella. Lots of nice Chrysocolla down the side. You can almost see it looks like paint dripping down there. 3.08 kilos. These are rated as very good to A grade. There's a bit of malachite there. Bit of shiny there. I just want to look at that. Sorry. Oh, there's more at the bottom here. That's the shiny I was looking for, the black. So the chrysocolla has been silicificated, but along with it, I'm going to assume this was a pterogenite, the black shiny. I'll get some more there, which would make sense to me. Two beautiful specimens. They're going to cost $50. Really? $50? Flat 404. Next up, we have a gloriously large Namibian picture stone sphere. This is 4.29 kilograms worth of spherical loveliness. Lots of dendrites. Beautiful patterns. Oh man, this is a beautiful sphere. It's rated very good to A grade. 142 millimeters in diameter. Like I said, 4 kilograms. It's going to cost $111. That is from flat 684. Yummy. Then, partly polished, and when I say partly, it's been the windows polished Angolan quartz. It's large, it's 5.7, 4 kilograms, rated as good to very good. I wonder, excuse me, if this is polishing. So, I'm finding it a bit hard to focus on all of it. It is rated good, very good only. From Angola, don't see much out of Angola. Angola is like the the enigma that is Angola. Nobody knows what's going on there, except for oil. Lots and lots of oil. 5.47 kilograms. This is going to be $80. That is flat 710. Next up and last up is a Lacassi malachite geode with a lot of juicy on the inside, covering malachite and the dolomite. And it's made little bridges of fantasy. Rated as very good to A grade. The specimen weighs 2.17 kilos. It's going to cost $107. That's flat 706. There you go, guys. Thanks for... today was hard. Thanks very much for sticking out, and I hope to see you on Thursday. Happy days.